We still struggle to look at the construction of the Egyptian pyramids. You know, we still find all kinds of settlements and ancient civilizations now that they're still unearthing.
Underwater,
have they?
sunken civilizations are being found left and right.
Yeah. Like I said, as the earth keeps warming up, the bathtub will drain, and we'll see all of the things that, you know, are covered up by water or, you know, buried. And even down in, like, you know, Antarctica, are there pyramids in Antarctica? Why are there pyramids in these cold places? How long ago was that, you know, dry and, you know, arid? And it's wild. It's really wild.
Our history has been hidden from us.
100%.
And that includes the lost giants. I mean, we have giants all over the world.
Yes, we do.
So, yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Smithsonian. You know,
always.
I actually sat in for Dave Scott about 2 weeks ago, I guess. He was out of town. And I got to interview. I had the most amazing interview with these two gentlemen out of Australia, the Strongs, Stephen and Evan, his father and son team.
Oh, cool.
They're anthropologists out of Australia. And they talk about how they have discovered that, you know, life didn't just begin, like we weren't just out of Africa. Okay. Life was seeded. Human life was seeded in Australia by the Palladians. And they claim they have the proof of it. And it comes with like rocks, stones that have alien technology in them.
We talked about Bruce Fenton. We talked about them. I can't remember the name of the rocks.
We covered.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, he had the rocks there.
Yeah.
He has the rocks.
Yeah.
Also, and these rocks had been taken from somewhere, like stolen or something at some point, and the person who they were given to died. Like they're kind of cursed. If you're not supposed to touch them, they will kill you. Okay, like the stones will actually kill you and stuff.
Some kind of technology.
Yeah. They even have moon-eyed people, like moon-eyed human, or not humans, are actually aliens, but the moon-eyed beings or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
He has skulls of those and stuff too. They just have a whole lot of proof, okay, according to them, and I agree with them, and I believe them, of that we didn't come from primates, okay. There was something else. We were seeded here from star people, basically. In a lot of Native American cultures, that's what they say.
Right.
Cherokee.
Yeah.
You know, I've spent time up in Cherokee, North Carolina with my friend Chief David, and he's an elder up there, and spent the weekend with him on top of a mountain with some friends and family.
That sounds amazing.
And he called in the sky ships over Cashers. There's a website about it where they have sky ships over Cashers, North Carolina, and we watched the UFOs. He called them in, and they hovered over us all weekend at night.
That's so
and
cool.
It's all fun and games till the campfire goes out. It's a little scary up there.
And then it's just
we have Bigfoots and there's all sorts of weird stuff up there. But but he very much so says that he and his people came from the stars, and those are his ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
And he also took me out to Judaculla Rock. If you guys are familiar with Judaculla.
No.
Okay. Have you heard the story of Sukalu out of North Carolina?
No.
Sukalu the giant. Well, they say he was a Sasquatch.
Okay.
But there's a gigantic rock with petroglyphs on it, that ancient. Okay. Very ancient. And it's near Cashers. It's near Cherokee, actually, North Carolina. And it tells a story of creation, basically. And it does have to deal with the star people. It's almost like Star Wars and things like that on this glyph. But there's also a handprint. I think it has 6 fingers on it. And they say that is Sukalu. Story of Sukalu is a giant. Some people say he was a Sasquatch. But he guarded that area, and he would, anytime the Cherokee would come to, the men would come to hunt on the land, he would chase them off. And I don't know if he ever killed any of them, but that was a story. And he was just a fierce warrior, just a huge, gigantic giant Sasquatch. Some people say a giant. I think it was a giant. Some people say he was a Sasquatch, but anyways, he ended up having a human girlfriend, and there's a story behind that too, but
Yeah,
we won't get into
so
that.
many
It's a
of
little
those.
spicy. It's a little spicy.
That sounds like the
Yeah.
DA reference to, I think it was somewhere in northern U.S. and like the tribes that said like the Sasquatch would come in and like take women from time to time, and then they came back and they'd be pregnant and
oh yeah,
that kind of craziness.
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Sogaloo, it's really cool to look into. There's just stories of all these giants